When we read the Ten Commandments, we realize that so many of them had to do with the way that we treat others, perhaps even doing unto them as you would have them do unto you. Good morning, this is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Wednesday. You know, the Israelites were coming to a new country with a large number of people. God wanted them to learn how to treat one another as brothers and sisters. So in Exodus chapter 20 and verse 15, he gives us that eighth commandment, you shall not steal. Now, perhaps the first picture that comes to mind is the customer who is in a business place, who stuffing merchandise under their coat and planning to make their getaway. Or even the robber who has broken into a home where the owner is away and they're bagging up every valuable that they can find to steal, and then they're going to make their getaway. Well, for the most part, those kinds of people will not be reading God's word and heeding his commandments to live by them in their everyday life anyway. He was actually giving these commandments to his chosen people to rule their lives. So what kind of areas of life should this direction be important? Well, first of all, let's realize that stealing is actually taking anything that is not really ours. Some may be stealing on the job. I don't know, maybe pocketing a pen or office supplies that no one will ever notice, or even robbing their employer by not giving them the work or the hours that they're actually being paid to give. Sometimes the mindset of the person stealing is, well, they won't miss this, or they have plenty of things already, so it doesn't really matter. Well, maybe that is the thinking when it comes to dealing with the government. They already have so much of our money, I deserve to keep some for myself. And cheating, in even the smallest way of figuring our taxes, is actually stealing. The worst kind of mindset, I believe, is I deserve more things. Perhaps I feel like God is not giving me the things that I deserve to have. In 2 Kings chapter 5, there's a story of Elisha and his servant Gehazi. Gehazi is one of those who feels like there are some things that he deserves he's not getting. So he chases after Naaman and takes some of the things that God did not really want him to have. And when he comes back and faces Elisha, God gives him leprosy for the rest of his life for his greed and his stealing. We need to be satisfied with the blessings that God has already given us. It doesn't matter how small the item, or even if no one will ever know about it, we must realize this commandment says, thou shalt not steal. God holds us accountable for every act, and we should hold ourselves accountable for that matter, to realize those things that are not ours, we should not take them. So the next time that opportunity arises for us to take what is not ours, remember that this is a commandment of God for each of us. Thou shalt not steal.